Hello everyone, Coach Carole with you again, and these are more tech tips for genealogists in 2025. This morning I want to share with you a new tool that I've just discovered, and it's called NoteGPT. Now if you're a student and you've got many YouTube videos that you want to work through, but you don't have the time, then you need this tool. It's free. It's an AI summarizer and generator for enhanced learning, as it says right here on the screen. It can summarize any of the YouTube videos that you put in place just by using its URL. It can do other things, but let's just focus on the summarization of video from YouTube today. I'll go across now to my account, and you'll notice that when I'm ready to create, which is the action that I've activated here, it simply asks me for a link to my online URL, which in my case will be one of my own YouTube videos. Below it, you'll see that it can support other summary links, podcasts, web pages, PDFs, and so on. So let's just pop over to my YouTube video, into my channel, and I just want to grab the URL of this particular video, which was done a couple of months ago, and it's fairly lengthy, so 43 minutes. I think it works best if you choose some of the longer ones, but it will work with short videos as well. So with that in my hand, I can come back to my page here and paste that in place. And all I have to do is ask it to summarize. It will take a few seconds to run through the video, and very, very promptly will show me a transcript on the left-hand side. And as you're seeing now on the right-hand side, it's giving me a summary. And it's still working, as you can see over here on the right-hand side. It's a fairly lengthy summary. But what it will enable you to do is to simply read through the summary to get the highlights of that particular video. Give you key insights. And it does so with amazing accuracy and some visual content like the emojis. It comes up with a conclusion for you. But that was a very quick way in which I could get the gist of fairly lengthy video from YouTube. Coming back to the transcript on the left-hand side, you see how it works through and gives me a breakdown with the timing as well. And if I want a copy of that, I can download it with or without the timestamp. I can make a simple copy here. And I can also use some of these other tools within the process. For example, I can create a set of flashcards that will prompt me with some questions I should ask myself once I've read through the summary. So clicking into the flashcards, it will begin to create these questions for me based on the summarized content from the video itself. And that will take a few seconds, but it's a useful little tool if you're a student and want to test yourself on what you've retained from reading the summary or perhaps in viewing the entire video. So that's taking a few seconds. I'll let that happen in the background. We also have the ability to create a mind map from the content, and even to create a presentation from that event. I already have my PowerPoint slides that I used in that event, so I don't need that. I'll show you an example of it in a moment. This is the Summarise button that you can use. And under three dots, you have the ability to copy as a markdown file, copy as Notion, and I'm assuming that means that I can use it in my Notion account, or I could download it as a PDF. I can also share it with everyone as a URL or to any of my socials. So it has immense capabilities tucked away into this amazing little tool. More things to note. At the moment, we're looking at the AI notes, what you see below. I'll change that to AI chat. This will enable me to interact with the summary and ask it to extract 5 keywords or summarize 5 frequently asked questions or get even more notes. Let's just try the keywords. And even gives me further questions that I can use for my own studies. Coming back to the notes itself, I noticed it was unable to spell my Christian name, Carole, correctly, but that's fine. I can adapt to that. I usually sign in and sign off with my full name, Coach Carole, so most people will know that. So it's a really useful tool. Coming back to my notes, on the left-hand navigation bar, you'll see that I now have 3. So it records the things that I'm doing. And in the free version, I think I get 200 of these per month, so that's very generous. Let's go back to this one that I did earlier, which is one of my more popular videos on my channel. It was shorter. The summary, of course, is not as lengthy. But what I wanted it to do was to also give me some slides. So what I asked of it was to make a presentation. Now, as I've already done that, I've chosen the template. I'll show you its results first. This is what it did. You can pick and choose from various templates and from the content of my delivery. It separates it into segments and then puts little snippets of text with some very useful visual marks on the slides. And I can use that for something else. So that was an amazing way in which I could transform what I had delivered in that particular video into a set of slides. So I'll come back down to, yeah. Finally, one thing that you might also wish to do is to add this tool as a Chrome extension, which I've already done. And when you do that, it'll put this little blue circular extension mark, and you can use that whenever you've got a YouTube video. And it comes with its own little tutorial on how you can use it. Although you don't really need it, it's fairly self-explanatory. Back here, my notes. I also do a lot of my learning with Skill Leap AI by Raj, who you can see in this one. And his videos, fairly lengthy, keep me up to date. So I was able to summarize what Raj had to say in this video about ChatGPT's 03 Mini, its latest reasoning model, and I could use the summary to work through at a glance of what I could learn from that video. So I'm using it for my own learning, as well as encouraging others to use it for theirs. At the moment, I think it will only pick up the YouTube videos from YouTube, falling over my words, but it may later be able to do more. If you want a presentation, you would click on AI presentation. It also comes with an AI homework helper. It's an interesting little tool where you can upload a file, such as a photo or a PDF, and it will help you extract some information from it. I haven't used that one as yet, but I'm thinking it could be useful in genealogy as well. Here are the AI flashcards. That reminds me, let's go back to my notes and pick up this one and see if it's finished with flashcards. Here we go. So the flashcards are showing at the end here. There's 10 of them. It's created a set of questions that I can now ask myself as I go through the summary. A really helpful teaching and learning tool. That's it for now on this tech tool tip for February in 2025. I'm finding that these new tools are really useful in considering how I can expand my use of AI for genealogy. I hope that you will find this tutorial of use to you. I'll be back with more tech tips in February.